Proving a geometric figure is a right triangle. Today I am learning the properties of a right triangle so that I can prove that a geometric figure in the coordinate plane is a right triangle. I will know that I have it when I score an 80% or above on my practice assignment. The properties of a right triangle are, first, that it has three sides, and then secondly, one of the angles is a right angle. Example, is the geometric figure a right triangle? If so, show how you know. So here we are given a figure and we need to figure out if it's a right triangle. So first we need to prove property 1. The figure has three sides. So we're going to count the number of sides. 1, 2, 3. If you count three sides, then the figure has three sides. So for step 1, does the figure have three sides? Yes or no? Yes. Now we have to prove property 2. One of the angles is a right angle. What we need to do is find the slope of each side using the slope formula or counting rise over run. So let's go ahead and find the slope of each side. Let's go ahead and identify the ordered pairs. So this ordered pair is 6, 4. This one is 0, 0. And was that -6, 9? Now the reason I'm finding the ordered pairs is because I'm going to use slope formula to find the slope. Yes, you can count rise over run, but because a lot of times the graphs are too hard for you to look at and count, they may be too small, it's easier for me to just go ahead and use the slope formula. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find the slope of this side first. So the change in y, so that'll be 4 minus 9 over the change in x, 6 minus -6. Two negatives make a positive. 4 minus 9 is -5, and 6 plus 6 is 12. So the slope is -5 over 12. All right, let's go ahead and look at this segment. Change in y, 0 minus 6 over, oops, excuse me, that is not correct. Change in y is 0 minus 4 over change in x, 0 minus 6. There we go. So that would be -4 over -6, which would then simplify to be 4 over 6. And now we can divide both of those by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the slope is 2/3. Now finally, B and C. So the change in y is 0 minus 9 over the change in x, 0 minus -6. Okay, so 0 minus 9 is -9. 0 plus 6 is 6. Now we can simplify this by dividing both by 3. -9 divided by 3 is -3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, so now that I've found the slope of each line segment, if consecutive sides have opposite reciprocal slopes, then the shared angle is a right angle. So we need to look at our consecutive sides. Our first pair of consecutive sides is BA and AC. So that's BA and AC. Our next pair of consecutive sides is AC and CB. And our third pair of consecutive sides is CB and BA. Again, consecutive sides are just sides that are right beside each other. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my slopes. We've already found the slope for BA to be -5 over 2. Oh, excuse me, -5 over 12. And here's BA again, negative 5 over 12. We know that AC is 2/3. And we know that CB is negative 3 over 2. Okay, so what we need to look at is our consecutive sides and see if they have opposite reciprocal slopes. If they do, then we know that shared angle is a right angle. So are these two opposite reciprocals? No. What about these two? Yes. And these two? No. So is one of the angles a right angle? Yes. So AC and CB, we know that this is actually a right angle because these two slopes are opposite reciprocal slopes. So now finally we can answer the question, is the geometric figure a right triangle? Did it have 3 sides? Yes. Did we have one right angle? Yes. So is the figure a right triangle? Yes, it is.